Press Play Lifestyle Inspired is a podcast that provides inspirational content on topics to help you find the resources, tools, and support that you need to be your best inspired self. Oops, I did it again. Things to avoid in habit formation. Mistakes that can trip you up. Just ask Britney Spears. So you thought you were in the right track, huh? You set super small goals for yourself. You started working on building micro habits to take control of your life, but then, oops, you did it again. The changes you were expecting to see are just not happening. You're ticked off at me or all the other coaches out there that told you, oh yeah, sure, it's easy. All you have to do is create micro habits. The harder you try, the worse it seems to get. You have less and less momentum. WTF. Well, don't get your underpants in a bunch here, people. Even when using micro habits to change for the better, it's easy to crash and burn. I mean, your prior habit was to crash and burn, so it makes more sense even then that you might fail and that you might succeed in crashing and burn, doesn't it? What you might consider is that the fault wasn't really you, but in the approach that you were using or the approach your guru taught you. Sometimes our gurus are douchebags. We fail, even when the change is small, for several very common reasons. One of those might be listening to Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again, but I'm not going to be one to judge. So here are a few reasons that your approach might be failing. 1, you are trying to take on way too much at once. Chances are you're an overachiever. I get it. I'm pretty amazing myself. So it makes total sense that since these habits were so small, you probably tried a big old pile of them, put them all together like 50 or something at a time. And after all, you are a productivity master, so you know how to get it done, right? You know how to get the most out of every single minute, right? Nope. Wrong. The problem is you cannot form that many new habits all at once. And so by overloading yourself, you set yourself up for failure right at the start. The fix is easy, but you're not going to like it. Just pick one, man. You can do it. Go ahead, pick one and nail it. And another one and nail it. First, you're going to feel awesome. Second, you're actually going to change. And third, you will be more productive because you actually accomplished it and didn't waste all of that time. Oh, and maybe fourth, you won't think your guru's a douche. Number 2, you are starting at the finish line. First of all, that's cheating. Second of all, it doesn't work. By putting your focus on the goal instead of on the habit, you've got your attention in the total wrong place, friend. I mean, really, chances are you're sprinting to get to the goal and you keep looking for the shortcut. Look, there's no shortcuts, okay? The shortcut is what you did last time. Look, how that turned out, not so good, right? The solution here is to realize that change takes time. Keep your eyes on the change you are trying to make now. Stay focused and present in the journey, and don't be so worried about the destination. Numero 3. Yeah, you're procrastinating. My friend the other day told me she was like super self-aware and she was procrastinating. I know, awesome, right? While it was a tiny bit funny, procrastinating is one of the most common problems when you're starting a new micro habit, even the itsy bitsy teeny weeny little ones. One, you realize that procrastinating or procrastinating is your problem, you should consider asking yourself why you're putting it off. I mean, what you can do to solve the real problem? Yeah, procrastination is actually a very helpful tool if you allow yourself to use it and you allow it to serve you instead of being the driver. Procrastination is like our body's super alarm system, and sometimes it's a little off balance or left unresolved. It shows up as procrastination. It is a way for our mind to take a little break and see if it can work on a problem subconsciously. It also means that you are burning a ton of energy cycles in the back of your head. So work with your own energy and listen to your body, folks. If you're procrastinating, find out why and fix it. That way you can start something new. Number 4, you didn't put it on the schedule. Look, I get it. You don't think you need to put drinking water on your calendar. When using microhabits, it is easy to think that the change is so small that you don't need to worry about when to get the thing done. Perhaps you're assuming that your goal of drinking more water can be accomplished by focusing on the vagueness of that and the vague deadline of drinking 64 ounces by the end of the day. Yet, how many of you, and don't lie, drank 45 ounces of water right before bed just so you hit your goal, and then maybe woke up about 10 times to pee? Yes, you, I'm talking to you, the one trying to read faster and skip this section. A habit isn't a habit if it isn't a habit. Yeah, read that one 5 times fast. The deal is that if you don't cause some interrupt in your day to help you remember to be different, you won't. What makes you think that by doing what you were doing before, you'll behave differently? I don't know. Instead of doing it the old way, get intentional, my friend. Make it a deliberate part of your day and put it on the schedule. And last, give yourself a break. It's not the last thing I'm going to tell you, but last but not least, if you do slip up and pull an oops, I did it again little Britney Spears moment, remember, it isn't you that's a failure. It's simply that your current approach isn't working or that your guru's a douchebag. Think about what you did, write it down, pick a new microhabit, do the habit again and again for a week or so, and then review how it's going. You will find what works for you. Habit change is hard, folks, but you can do it. If you still feel like you're struggling and want to get some more support, you can reach me or hundreds of other awesome coaches at coach.me. Yes, I am admittedly biased, but we are pretty good at this stuff. So until next time, Coach Jackie out.